Hi, my name is Joanne McArthur. I'm a photographer, I'm Canadian, and I focus on animal rights issues, our use and abuse of animals around the globe, and have been doing so for 15 years. My long-term photo project is called We Animals, and I'm the central human character in the film called The Ghosts in Our Machine.
And what are you doing here at Oslo Vegetarian Festival?
I'm at the Oslo Vegfest because I'm one of the speakers, which is a great honor, and I got to do a We Animals presentation for an hour and talk about the individual animals I've met around the globe, from bears and bear bile farms to animals rescued from the bushmeat trade, animals caught in the industries we create, from pig farming to mink farming. So that's my job, is to share their stories and show the individuals, because we keep animals in these conditions by the billions, but we can't feel those numbers, but we can feel the individuals, and we can empathize with individuals. So those are the stories that I told yesterday, and aside from that, I'm eating a lot of delicious vegan food over these 2 days.
Have you gotten any reactions to your talk?
Yeah, a lot of really positive reactions. The stories are heartfelt, and because I've been doing this for 15 years, I've met so many animals who have been through incredibly painful lives and have tremendous stories, and I share those stories, and they really do pull at the heartstrings, and that's my job, is to get people's hearts to open. And so when people come and talk to me afterwards, they say that I, made them cry, but that's my job in a way. And they're tears of sadness, but they're also tears of joy when they hear about the animals who've been rescued and the beautiful lives that they have now.
Do you meet many who wants to be photographers like you and working with animals?
I do talk with a lot of people who want to be animal rights photographers, and I mentor a lot of people. People email me all the time about it, and I encourage them as much as I can and as much as I have time to, because we need more and more and more people taking really good, strong images and videos for animals and for the animal rights movement. This is a subject matter that's so hard to get people to look at. It's painful, it's very painful, and if you're asking people to look at painful images, you're asking them not only to look, but to confront their complicity in the cruelty. So it's a really hard sell. So we have to have strong images. We have to have images that, if we're going to turn away from them, we need something that draws them back in. So they have to be artistic, they have to be beautiful, even if they're heart-wrenching and ugly. And that's why that's why really good photography and really good videography is so important to help further this very important cause.
This is your first time in Norway and to the Oslo Vegetarian Festival, I think?
Yeah, it's my first time in Norway. I've spent many months of my life in neighboring countries, and it's beautiful here, and it's really nice to see all the organizations at all levels doing all sorts of different kinds of work. And different kinds of work, the animal rights people sort of fight amongst themselves about tactics and what's the most important thing to do. But it's great to see people at all levels doing advocacy, whether it's through food, through legislative change, through leafleting and grassroots stuff and direct action. It's all really, really important, and I know that that's happening in Norway, so kudos to this country, and I hope to come back and work with the organizations here and take part a lot more.
And a Vegfest like this, what kind of impact do you think it can have?
The impact of things like this, it's a celebration, and it's necessary for people who are already into vegetarianism, veganism, animal rights, but it's also an invitation to people who are veg curious or carnivores, who want to see the kind of things we eat and the kind of people that we are, and it's joyful. That's what I love about these, is that everyone's happy to be here, and the food, the variety of food is amazing, from like healthy raw vegan food to amazing desserts to salty junk food. It's all here, and it's proof all in one place that we eat delicious food, and we're not hungry. We're definitely not eating cardboard and grass and starving. So that's why people should come here and celebrate with us, and celebrate good food, and celebrate change, and celebrate the movement itself.
And lastly, can you say anything about what kind of projects you're doing now?
Yeah, thank you. So I continue to do investigative work. I do a little bit less of it now because I've been doing it for 15 years and I have a huge archive, and so I'm spending more time speaking at fests like this, and I'm in schools, I'm speaking with young kids and older people in camera clubs and universities, so that I'm not preaching to the converted, and getting this message out to more and more people. It's really, really important to do. And I have a big new project called Unbound, and that celebrates women on the front lines of animal advocacy. It's a project with my co-author, Carrie Cronin. It's a 5-year project, and it's interesting that the animal rights movement is made up mostly of women. 60 to 80% are the numbers that I hear, and that's worth celebrating, and that's worth promoting. And so that's what this project does. It highlights their work, whether it's people running sanctuaries or women changing laws. It's saying, here, look at what this woman is doing, and this is what you can do as well, and this is how you can support their work, and this is how you can get involved. And so that's called Unbound, and it's a lot of fun.
And if people want to get in touch with you, or maybe invite you, how can they do that, and where do they go?
So if anyone wants to contact me about being mentored in photography, or invite me for a talk, be it at a Vegfest or humane education or an investigation, they can reach me at the We Animals website. It's weanimals.org, info@weanimals.org. Find me on Facebook, but don't private message me, because there's so many private messages there, so don't do that. Yeah, that's the best way. And I get a lot of emails, so it takes me a while to get back to people, but I will get back to you.
Thanks, Joanna. Thanks for the wonderful work you're doing.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And you as well. Thanks to everyone who's here, and everyone who's taking part, everyone who's doing something for animal rights. Even if it's one small thing a week, it makes a difference, because if we all did one small thing, the world would be a much, much better place for animals.
Thank you.